马上回来将为您专访到 Yuuzoo 集团董事长兼执行总裁汤姆斯齐利亚克斯，来探讨电子商务引爆的庞大商机。说到全世界成长最快速的产业，就首推电子商务了。随着电商引爆的庞大商机，亚洲四小龙之首的新加坡也积极开拓大陆市场。我们今天就特别前进到新加坡，访问到这个领先全球的第三代电子商务社交平台公司 Yuuzoo 集团的董事长兼执行总裁。为了推广电商，他们已经和中国第二大电视网络上海文广集团旗下的五星体育频道签署了独家合作协议。现在就带您一块了解这全新概念的社交媒体和大型电商平台准备掀起的全球移动端革命。
我们今天很荣幸的专访到Yuuzoo集团的董事长兼行政总裁汤姆斯齐利亚克斯。总裁你好，先跟我们电视机前面的观众朋友问好。
Hello, ETTV Asia viewers. I'm very happy to be here with you today.
提到 Yuuzoo 呢，我们可以知道它是一个全新概念的第三代社交媒体以及大型的电子商务平台，可以先跟我们谈谈 Yuuzoo 的缘起吗？
Yuuzoo is today a social e-commerce shopping mall, but that is not how Yuuzoo started. Yuuzoo started 6 years ago as a company in mobile value-added services, which in those days was the big business in mobile. The selling of games, the selling of ringtones to consumers. But as technology has changed and as the marketplace has changed, Yuuzoo has also changed. And that's why today our focus is something that we call a new third generation social network, where we combine social networking, e-commerce and gaming under one roof in what we describe as a virtual shopping mall for the consumers.
您刚刚有提及到 Yuuzoo 是一个多元化的媒体社交平台，那可以跟我们谈谈，就是说 Yuuzoo 里头呢，可以看到哪些种类以及内容
Yuuzoo's concept is to deliver to the consumers what we call targeted content in the form of targeted social networks, and every network is linked to an equally targeted shop. What this means is that the network is built around a specific theme, or if we build it for a client, it is built around the client's brand and business. So let me give you a couple of examples. When we build theme-based networks, they can be around a theme such as football or games or music or travel. If we, for example, build a network around, let's say, golf, then the network is dealing exclusively with golf. So the entire discussion within the network is around golf. Linked to that targeted network is then an equally targeted shop into which we have collected golf-related products and services, both from all around the world, as well as in each market from the local sources. So the consumers are offered a very easy place to find everything related to the theme that they are passionate about. We have seen that people very much enjoy this approach in the form of very long visit times. So we have an average visit time in our networks of 50 minutes, which is very, very high in the social networking environment. The reason is simple. People go there not to read random posts about everything, but to interact with people who share their passion in whatever the theme or the brand is about. Because Yuuzoo is a virtual shopping mall, there are no physical walls restricting how many shops and how many networks we can offer the consumer within the shopping mall. So that means that we can basically offer any type of content that we think the consumers will be interested in, or any type of brands or businesses that we think the consumers are interested in. We, of course, try to focus on areas that we know are popular, but because our platform Yuuzoo is basically, or rather started as a technology company. We have built the entire technology in-house within Yuuzoo. So we have built a very robust but also very scalable platform that enables us to roll out a new network around a specific theme or for a business in less than 1 week. And this means that we can roll out as many networks as we think could be interesting for the consumers, because the cost, once the platform has been built, is very low for a new network rollout. And that really means that we can have virtually thousands of targeted networks or targeted brands on the platform within the shopping mall.
您刚有提及，就是 Yuuzoo 主要是针对主题性去做设计。那我们如何透过 Yuuzoo 连接到其他社交媒体网站平台上去呢？
So, because our platform enables the user to interact with all other social media from within our social network, it means that when a user is in a Yuuzoo targeted network, the user can read posts from other social networks, basically any other social network, without leaving that Yuuzoo network. And in similar fashion, the user can post within the Yuuzoo network and with one single click push that post out to all the other social networks. So the Yuuzoo network becomes a one-stop shop for the user, where he can follow all the other networks, he can post on all the other networks from within that Yuuzoo network. Now, this is a very powerful tool, especially for businesses, because businesses have a tough task in posting on an ever-growing number of different social networks. Now, when they have their own social network built by Yuuzoo, they can, from within their own branded network, communicate with all the other networks and push out their postings to all the other networks. When people then read the post that they have pushed out to another network on the other network, they will be redirected back to the business network. So it means that new users come in when they read posts on other networks, and that becomes a very powerful tool for the businesses. Yuuzoo is today a global network. So we have users in 164 countries. We are reaching 85 million registered users and 700 million TV viewers in 164 countries. This means that a consumer can visit Yuuzoo at www.yuuzoo.com in any country. Now, Yuuzoo, as an exception to most other social media, is localized in each country. So in each country, the user will see a version of Yuuzoo that is optimized for the local market. And this means optimized in language, meaning it's not always in English. If it is in a Chinese-speaking country, it is in Chinese. If it is in Turkey, it's in Turkish. If it's in France, it's in French, and so forth. It is also localized in design to make it a pleasant experience for the local user. And last but not least, because Yuuzoo is a social e-commerce network, also all the products that are being offered are localized for the local market in a combination of global and local. And this means that the consumer can either choose to go into the local version of the network, say, for example, here in Singapore, or if he wants to view the American or the Chinese version, he can do that as well. So he can read many different networks from one single location, but can get into Yuuzoo from anywhere in the world. I think also very important to underline is that, again, being a third generation social media, Yuuzoo is optimized for the mobile device. And there is a very good reason for this. The mobile usage is growing much more rapidly than the desktop, the computer usage. So everything that Yuuzoo does is optimized for the mobile consumer, but it is device agnostic, which means that you can use Yuuzoo on any kind of device, on your desktop, on your laptop, on your iPad, on your TV even. We have a smart TV app as well, but it is optimized for mobile use. And that means that the user experience on mobile is better than for any other social media. And that is why we have such long visit times as on average 50 minutes, specifically through the mobile phone.
我们知道 Yuuzoo 网站呢，它是属于比较有主题性的一个规划。那可以跟我们谈谈，就是你目前锁定的目标族群，以及呢你的定位和其他的社群网站有什么样子的不同？
Now, social media is very much a product for young people, but that is mainly because social media is so new, and young people tend to be the first adapters to everything that is new. But social media is something that can serve any age group. So Yuuzoo tries to offer all age groups services and e-commerce opportunities in areas that they are interested in. So while, yes, our main target group is the young audience, but we are not excluding a more mature audience. And by offering the very targeted networks that we have, hundreds of targeted networks, hundreds of targeted shops, it means that we can offer all age groups and all consumer types something that is interesting for them. Because if you go into a network that is built for your age group around your interest area, it means that you are not interacting with another age group interested in something completely different. For them, there is a separate network. So Yuuzoo is not one network, it's hundreds of networks in one single destination. And I go back to what I said earlier about creating a virtual shopping mall. In a big shopping mall, you also have shops for different age groups and different types of consumers. So the young consumers, they go into a specific type of shops. The older consumers go into another type of shops. But they can all find all of these things in that one shopping mall. And that is what we are doing in the virtual world, creating this virtual shopping mall. So that is something that is unique for Yuuzoo. The other thing that is unique for Yuuzoo is that we localize everything. So in every market, we offer consumers something that is optimized for them. Not only local products, not only local services, but a combination of global and local. And this we do by having franchisees in every market where we operate who are local market experts. Last but not least, Yuuzoo is unique in the sense that everything we do is optimized for mobile use. Now, no business can survive without making money. But we do not want the consumers to pay. Social media is, in that sense, different, that social media is free. Money is being made from advertising, money is being made from e-commerce, money is being made from gaming in the Yuuzoo concept. Our advertising is unique because it is specialized and it's targeted on mobile. We have several patent-pending advertising solutions in mobile that for the consumer are very pleasant and non-intrusive, but at the same time can generate for the businesses that use them much higher revenue than traditional mobile advertising. So there are several areas where Yuuzoo is unique, but I think these are the most important ones. I think one of the things where we are unique and stand out is in our combination of social networking and e-commerce. Social networking is about people talking to each other, interacting with each other around a theme. E-commerce is about buying goods. Now, traditionally, these have been completely separate. But when you combine social and e-commerce, you get a very interesting effect. People talk about the products with each other, and people tell each other if the product was good or not. And people then make their buying decisions based on the social interaction and the input from other consumers. Many studies have shown that people like to have this social interaction before they make buying decisions. Because e-commerce sites have become so huge and there are so many products that a lot of people get confused. What should they really buy? What is really good? There could be 100 different versions of the same product. Which one is the best one? And then they rely on other shoppers. So this is something where, compared with what we call the second generation, where everything was very separate, social networking was one thing, e-commerce was one thing, gaming was one thing, we now combine it all in something that we feel gives the consumers a much more rewarding experience, a much better user experience, and something that is new and unique.
我们知道Yuuzoo网站是从你手上催生，那可以跟我们谈谈当初这个网站呢，就是你是看好它什么样子的机会，然后以及优势，来就是推广它。
I hope that Yuuzoo can grow and become the favored shopping mall for consumers all over the world. And in doing that, we very much pay attention to the feedback we get from consumers. Now, because we can localize everything from each market, it means that we can offer one solution for users in China. We can offer another solution for users in Singapore, and a third solution for users in America. And this means that while we are global, we are also in every market very much local. And that means that we have an ability which most others do not, because most others have the same solution for every consumer regardless of country. We have the possibility by localizing to become the social e-commerce site of choice for consumers in every market. That is my ambition. The other ambition is to see businesses use Yuuzoo as a one-stop destination from where they can control and manage their entire presence in all social media through the ability of our platform to link to all other social medias. So again, I think that by the virtue of the design of our products, we have a capability to offer something that is unique both for the consumers as well as for the businesses that we serve. Social media is very new, and because it is so new, a lot of businesses do not quite yet understand the monetization angle of social media. Now, leading social media companies that are listed on stock exchanges like Facebook, like Tencent, are worth over $100 billion US. They are not worth so much money just because they can bring people together. They are worth so much money because investors expect that the ability to bring people together will also generate revenues, mainly in the form of advertising. This is very true. Today, Facebook is making $8 per user per year in the best markets. But Facebook keeps all of this money. And that means that companies who create fan pages on Facebook, they have campaigns where they drive their customers and their followers to their fan page. Then Facebook makes money out of advertising, but doesn't share any of that money with the brand that has driven the users. Yuuzoo has a very different philosophy. When we build a network for a brand, we share the advertising revenue, and we give the majority of the advertising revenue to the brand, to the business that we have built the network for. So Yuuzoo has an ability to create substantial new revenue for the businesses and the brands that we work with.
我们知道 Yuuzoo 的总部其实就设在新加坡，那可以跟我们谈谈，就是 Yuuzoo 呢，它目前已经进入到哪些国家，以及呢大概有多少的用户数？那当时候呢，你们怎么会想说要设在亚洲，而不是选择设在美国啊，或者是欧洲等其他地方
？Yuuzoo is a truly global company. We are registered in the British Virgin Islands. We have offices in several countries, including Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, China, Nigeria, and through our franchisees, United Kingdom, Australia, South Africa, Poland, Hungary, just to name a few. So we operate globally. We chose Singapore as a listing location because Asia is by far the fastest growing region in the world as comes to social commerce, social e-commerce, and social media. And Singapore is a very central market in the center of all. It's about the same distance from Singapore to go to Mumbai as it is to go to Beijing. So by being listed here, we believe that we can attract investors from all over Asia to invest into Yuuzoo. Yuuzoo is a pretty unique company in social media in the sense that Yuuzoo is very, very profitable. Yuuzoo has grown very, very quickly. A year ago, Yuuzoo had around 3 million registered users and franchisees in 7 countries. Today, Yuuzoo has a reach to more than 85 million registered users and more than 700 million TV viewers in over 80 countries where we now have franchisees. So the growth has been very rapid, but the growth has not been at the expense of profitability. Yuuzoo today is much more profitable than Yuuzoo was 1 year ago. So we are in a pretty unique way combining fast growth, global presence, and great profitability. And for that, we felt that Singapore was a good market for us to list as the first social media company listed in the Singapore Stock Exchange.
Yuuzoo 呢，其实从你刚刚提到，就是说它其实是新一代的社交网站的一个网络代表。那可以跟我们谈谈，就是说，在专业人才的培训上，你们做了哪些努力？
To grow as quickly as what Yuuzoo is doing, you need very, very good people. Now, we train our own people who are already working for Yuuzoo constantly, but we also constantly hire top talent from leading companies in the areas that we are focused on. So basically, the 4 key areas for us when it comes to making money is social networking, e-commerce, payments, and gaming. We have recently hired top executives from some of the largest and leading companies in the world in payments and in e-commerce. And we will continue to hire top people. We already now have people in charge of e-commerce, of payments, of gaming, of social networking, who have built and who have led billion-dollar companies, global market leaders. Our ability to attract these people, I think, comes from the fact that we are offering consumers something new. And these people who have worked in the big second-generation companies, they see that we are a third-generation company offering something new both to consumers and to businesses that we work with. And they are excited about joining this company at an early stage. Yuuzoo today is still valued at a fraction of where we believe that Yuuzoo will be, say, 12 to 24 months from now. We feel that Yuuzoo has the capability to challenge the current leaders. We are not just trying to make a small copy of something existing. We are trying to create something completely new that we believe can challenge the current leaders in social media, in e-commerce, companies like Facebook, companies like Alibaba. We feel that we can create something even better for the consumers, even better for the advertisers, and I think that that attracts a lot of top people to join something that can create something that really is new. Because social media is so new, it is not easy to find people who have a lot of experience in this business. So when you look at the composition of nationalities at Yuuzoo, you will see that we are like a United Nations of people. We have people from basically almost all the countries you can imagine, from countries in Europe, from countries in Asia, from countries even in Africa, from North America, from Australia, and so forth. This is also, I think, a strength for Yuuzoo, because when you have many different cultures interacting within a company, you get many different viewpoints on how to solve issues. And you also, I think, increase your ability to do the all-important localization, which is really key when it comes to offering consumers something that is unique and different. So while we are not actively looking for hiring foreign people, we are very happy with the fact that we have so many different nationalities working for us, and we hope to be able in the future as well to attract all the different nationalities to work at Yuuzoo. Because also we are in an industry where nobody has a lot of experience, we are very keen to hire young people without CVs, young people who just have a passion for social media. If you look at successful technology companies, a lot of them have been started by people who have dropped out from university or who never even had a formal education. Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, college dropouts who just had an idea and a passion to create something new and became extremely successful. We are all the time looking for young people. We can offer them jobs in many different countries, in many different locations, in a exciting, perhaps the most exciting area that young people can work in today. And like I said, it is not about your CV, it's about your passion and your interest in the social media space. I do have a preferred age, which is half my age or less. We do not want to have people who are far away from the main target audience of social media. And the main target audience of social media is really people in the age bracket of, from teens up to the late 20s. So I think that people who create services and products for that kind of a target audience themselves need to be in the same age bracket. So that is really the ideal age for employees at Yuuzoo.
我们知道 Yuuzoo 为了推广电子商务社交平台，也看好中国的庞大市场呢。听说你们已经独家取得中国第二大电视网络上海文广新上 SNG 旗下的五星体育频道签署了合作协议。这次的合作呢，听说也是就是西方电子社交平台以及中国电视网络的首次合作嘛。那可以跟我们谈谈，就是说Yuuzoo 在进军中国呢，有什么样的看法以及期待？
Our business model is very suited to work together with leading media companies and in specific with leading TV networks because of the targeted nature of the networks and the shops that we build. Because that means that we can build targeted networks and targeted shops that link to specific TV shows. Now this enables the TV networks and broadly speaking the media networks to combine in their offers to advertisers a package where they have the traditional media, be it TV or print, together with the new online media. And that means that they can generate much more advertising revenue through this combination. SMG in China is an ideal partner for us. China, of course, is the largest market in the world, which means it's very exciting for us to be there. But it's also very, very challenging because it is so big. For us to have a leading TV network as our partner is for China an ideal combination. I am very, very excited about the partnership with SMG. I believe that that can enable us together, SMG and Yuuzoo, to become a leading social e-commerce network in China that truly can challenge the current leaders by offering consumers something beyond what the current leaders can offer, something better for the consumers and better for the advertisers. And that makes me really excited about what we are now launching in China with SMG starting this year, 2015. I perhaps also want to add that we are in talks about similar partnerships with other media companies and other TV networks in other markets, and we are very keen to explore all opportunities for similar partnerships in any of the markets that we are active in.
除了您刚刚提到，就是说跟上海新上频道就是做一些合作之外，那你目前还有积极想要针对哪些电视台做一些合作洽谈？
Our original strategy has been to grow the business internationally through franchisees. So we sell the rights to a specific market to a local franchisee who then runs the local market for us. By doing that, we can localize the product in each market to the optimal way for the consumer. However, in the largest markets, and we have, at this stage, we have said the 10 largest market in the world by population, we prefer to do joint ventures or partnerships with leading media companies, preferably with leading TV networks, such as what we have now done in China with the Shanghai Media Group through their sport, lifestyle, and gaming division. We have basically two partnership companies that we are focusing on. One is media, the other one is telcos, because telcos, like media companies, have a very wide reach to a big consumer base. We have recently signed in Nigeria, the biggest market in Africa, a similar partnership with Etisalat, which is the leading and fastest growing mobile operator in Nigeria. And we are in talks with leading media companies and leading telcos in several of the 10 largest markets in the world, including India, USA, Indonesia, Vietnam, Russia, and so forth. And we hope and believe that in 2015 we will be able to sign several new similar partnerships or joint ventures with leading TV companies in these big markets.
我们知道Yuuzoo网站进军到中国市场，其实呢，在中国已经合法取得了彩票、游戏以及虚拟货币的3张许可证。那可以跟我们谈谈你们长远的规划吗？
Now, within our targeted networks, we can offer several different things. The licenses that we can utilize in China for sports lottery, for gaming, for virtual currency, all come in very handy in the things that we offer. We are developing our own games. We have a collaboration with one of the leading mobile game developers in Asia. We have just launched a new mobile game called Honey Snatch, which we are now launching in several markets. Honey Snatch enables us to link to gamification of the whole social e-commerce experience. And again, that goes back to creating something unique and something more compelling for the user. The sport lottery license is very important because we are launching soon TV programs linked to specific sports, football, basketball, other sports, where we want to enable the viewers to also play games by participating in sports lottery within the social network that is linked to the specific TV programs. The virtual currency is becoming a very important tool in China for consumers to buy virtual goods online within the networks. And again, because of the games that we are offering, games is one of the favorite areas where people use their virtual currency to buy more capacity to reach better results in the games that they play. So we are again very excited about these opportunities in China.
节目最后呢，就是请总裁帮我们补充一下，在 Yuuzoo 的发展上，你还有什么积极想做的规划？
The whole aim of Yuuzoo is to offer consumers something that is better, more compelling, more interesting, more entertaining than what the current market leaders are able to offer. We believe that we already have a concept that is more compelling, more interesting, more entertaining, and better for the user. And the feedback we have received so far from consumers support this, because people spend far longer times in our targeted networks than in any other social media, and people come back far more often. Having said that, we will never be perfect. So perhaps what I would like to finish by is to ask consumers to feed back their wishes to us, because we want to create products for the consumers, and we very much welcome the input from the consumers in what is the products that they want. How can we create the best possible product and service for the consumers? So again, social network is all about communication, and we as a company, we want to communicate with the people who use our services to serve them in the best way possible.
谢谢总裁接受我们今天的专访，谢谢您。